Hello! Welcome to episode number 12 of Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classics/Non-Classics, where you know I'm going to review. This book, I've been hoping to review for some time. This is a much better book than Brand New Day. And it's Batman and Robin, Volume 1, Batman Reborn, where it has the first 6 issues of the Batman and Robin series. Not of New 52 series. This is pre-New 52, written by Grant Morrison, and the art by Frank Quality, and probably the pencilers, the letterist Phil Tan. I love this. I really did. Despite the fact it's sort of a glossy type cover for this book, but this was a pretty good story. Now, those of you who probably know Grant Morrison, he tends to leave his stories very serialized, very continuous. Whenever he starts something, he sets up for his entire run. Not just one story arc. This feels very serialized, and each book picks up right where the last one left off. This was actually 2 stories. The first one is Batman Reborn, obviously. The covers haven't really shown that. This is the cover of the first issue. Yeah, when covers like that. It introduces Mr. Toad, a Grant Morrison villain. It also introduces the Flying Batmobile. Yeah, you gotta love this thing. And it's also the first official time in the Batman timeline that Damian is officially Robin. In Batman, he's trained to be Robin. This is when he first officially takes up the role as Robin. Now, those of you who know Beware the Batman, this is what Mr. Toad looks like in the comic. He looks nothing like the way he does in the show. Yeah, they capture him, and it turns out they're trying to get some and it turns out it was Domino's. Okay? Yeah, and also, in the issue, Dick Grayson closes. Now, this is after the events of Final Crisis, when the original Batman dies. And Dick Grayson takes up the role. This is the second time he did this. First time was back in the 90s. Anyways. Also, he also mentions Bloodhaven a couple times. As a matter of fact, both in this book, in all 3 books, Bloodhaven is frequently mentioned once. Once or twice. Yes. What they do is they close up the Batcave, and they close up Wayne Manor, and this remains closed up until the third story, up until book Volume 3. So basically, for nearly a year, for a little over a year, Wayne Manor is no longer featured in Batman books for just a brief period of time. Alfred's in here, so this is one series he's frequently in. So is Commissioner Gordon. Yeah. And also brings back a Grant Morrison original villain, I think he introduced this during the end of his run of Batman. Professor Pig. And this is what he looks like in the comic. He's nothing like the way he is in Beware the Batman. He is a gangster. Here's something quite out. He's never seen without his mask on. You do see his kind of his eyes, and this is the girl who becomes Scarlet later on in the book. That's actually the girl. Not much is known about her, but she is in this book frequently. She's in throughout almost this entire book. Yeah. And they're trying to get used to Batman in this book. I don't like the artwork in this guy very much. Not really, no. I think this guy is supposed to be Dr. Phosphorus. I think so. Yeah, I'm thinking so. Yeah. Robin gets the crap beat out of him with this chubby guy. And all of a sudden, they kill off Mr. Toad. 2 issues in, they kill off Mr. Toad. I don't know what was the whole point of this. Apparently, Damian quits being Robin for some odd reason. He also meets the girl from the first issue. And also, apparently, Dick Grayson is driving around a 4-wheeler. Yeah, this is what he's driving. So, you introduce a new Batmobile. You introduce a 4-wheeler. Called maybe the Batwheelie. The artwork in this book is okay. Yeah, Professor Pig acts really weird in this story. He does come back for the 3rd book, but this Professor Pig thing is so kind of dull. I don't like Professor Pig because I think he's a really worthless villain. And this is the last time you'll see him until Volume 3. He's never seen again for some time. And then they can't keep bringing the girl. And then, for the first time since Battle of the Cowl, it's the return of the Red Hood, a.k.a. Jason Todd. Yeah, he takes the girl, and this is something quite funny. Dick Grayson actually first, when I get to it, he actually refers to her as Jason Todd's girlfriend. Okay, Jason Todd's never really had anybody. This book also introduces Oberon Saxton, otherwise known as the Gravedigger. You get to figure out who he is in the next book. Yeah. Yeah, this little face thing that she's wearing, yeah, it's still stuck to her face. Yeah, I do not know how they're going to remove that, but they also introduced some new villains like this guy. I have no idea who this guy is. This guy here. No idea who he is. The Penguin is drawn very weirdly. This is the Penguin. I'm not kidding. That's the freaking Penguin. Oh, and by the way, New 52, he gets the most spotlight time in any book. He's made 54 appearances in the past 3 years. Yeah, Red Hood and Scarlet, that's what they call themselves, yes. Let's see. There's actually a reference here. Ooh, here it is. This is actually a reference to Death in the Family. Back for more. I heard you had your brains beaten out by the Joker, but I had no idea you were such this big of an idiot. And Jason Todd says, still with the attitude. I like that. This is actually one of 2 times during Grant Morrison's run that makes a reference to Death in the Family, which killed Jason Todd when he was Robin. As for his outfit, it's okay. At least it's not the way he is New 52, where he's actually not bad. And gets away. Yeah, Batman gets his head put on the table. And guess who also? Yeah, and Batman knows who this is. Yeah, and they know each other. Yeah. Yep. You can see Jason Todd with that little gray streak in his hair. Now, I'm not sure if he still has that New 52 or not, because I haven't really paid attention that much. But he got that via the Lazarus Pit. Now, he looks about the same age as Dick Grayson, but Dick Grayson's a bit older. Now, Robin cares about Scarlet. He really does. I think he's in love with her. Oh, boy, this stupid villain. The Flamingo. Yeah, a flamboyant villain. I think he's a terrible villain. Professor Pig's okay, but he's terrible. I don't like Professor Pig at all. Yeah, I don't like him very much. Of course, he's never seen again. There's some blood in this comic, which I find it's mild. Jason Todd's taken to jail. What he did back in Battle of the Cowl. As for Scarlet, she actually gets away. She's never seen again until the last story arc of the series before it relaunches. Then hurrah. Yeah, that's reference also R.I.P. It opens up a little vault door which brings out the corpse, Batman's corpse, the original Batman's corpse. No, it's not actually Batman's corpse. You find out in the next book. Yeah, which also has Squire, Knight, and Batwoman. As for this book overall, this book was actually really good. I really did enjoy this. The artwork was 50-50 about it. If I want to give this a rating, my rating for this, 5 out of 5. Really good book. I highly think you should pick this up if you're a Batman fan, if you're a completionist, or if you're a Grant Morrison fan, you pick this up. Or if you're a Grant Morrison fan of Grant Morrison's Batman work. Kind of what this does, it continues on right after the events of Battle for the Cowl. Alright? So, that book's done. 1 second. Here's a preview of the next book in episode 12. This is the book I'm going to do next episode. I'll say what it is next. Okay? So, I'll see you there. Okay? Bye.